All right, everybody, the reviews are in, and it's looking like we just might have the greatest Mario Party of all time on our hands. At least that's what the reviews and the overall Metacritic score is saying. Coming in with an overall Metacritic rating of 82, Super Mario Party Jamboree is officially the highest rated Mario Party game of all time. Now, some of these reviews are very exciting and some are kind of interesting. We have reviews coming in way on the top of the scale at a 10 out of a 10, and then some on the low end of the scale. After it was announced, the more and more that we saw of Super Mario Party Jamboree, I knew that it had potential to be a really good Mario Party game. And I'm happy to see that overall, based off of the overall review scores, that it looks like it lived up to that. But let's go ahead and dive into and see exactly what these reviews are saying. What's up, everyone? This is Justin, and welcome to Just Keep Playing. Please join me today as we take a look at the reviews for Super Mario Party Jamboree. So first up, let's start off with the 10 out of 10s and the 9 out of 10s. Super Mario Party Jamboree got only one 10 out of 10 score, and that is from The Enemy. And they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree is the biggest and most complete title in the series. It's a must-have for fans of the franchise and a synthesis for everything a game needs for someone who wants to have fun with friends. And to me, that perfectly sums up the essence of what Mario Party is supposed to be about. I am so excited to have game nights with friends playing Super Mario Party Jamboree. All right, next up, we have Game Reactor UK with a score of a 90. And they say, so all in all, given the content and the ideas and the customization possibilities, I think this game makes 2018's quite enjoyable Super Mario Party pale in comparison, which again is not what I was expecting. It's just much more comprehensive, better rounded, more complete as a party game. And then from Nintendo Life, with a score of a 90, they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree is a fantastic new entry in the franchise that focuses on improving the core mechanics and experience, making for a more involving board game in the process, while also polishing everything to a slick sheen. Online aspects and modern stuff like the game's battle pass and collectibles are woven in smoothly, and the various new modes all have their place in a package that also delivers the goods in terms of minigame quality. Jamboree is the best Mario Party to date, so best make sure you've got your invite sorted. God is a Geek with a score of a 90, they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree is the biggest and best in the series to date, with a plethora of modes and ways to play. IGN with the score of a 90, they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree is an amazing follow-up to Mario Party Superstars and easily one of the best games in the series. Not only does it faithfully return to the classic formula established in the Nintendo 64 entries, it confidently improves upon it with a fantastic set of boards that introduce unique and memorable mechanics. It's also the most flexible Mario Party has ever been, with tons of ways to customize your game, including its brilliant new optional pro rules that reduce luck-based elements to a minimum and crank up the strategy for those who want it. The wonderful maps are supported by a great lineup of new and returning mini-games and character-specific challenges that steal the show, even if I wish there were just a few more mini games in the rotation. The side offerings may not have much staying power, but when partying with friends and family locally or online, Super Mario Party Jamboree boldly completes the series' redemption arc as its newest superstar. And then Pocket Tactics with another 90, they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree is truly the final form of Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch, learning and growing from the past two games to create one massive masterpiece of multiplayer mayhem. And then from Screen Rant with another 90. They say, while Jamboree doesn't necessarily reinvent the wheel when it comes to the minigame multiplayer genre, it's arguably the most polished and focused Mario Party game made yet. With so many gameplay and customization options, unlockables, and activities to discover, Super Mario Party Jamboree is now the most welcoming entry for new players and a refreshing experience for those who love the franchise's intense competitions with close friends. So pretty much what I'm getting from all of these, the 10 out of 10s and the 9 out of 10s, is that Super Mario Party Jamboree is the ultimate culmination of everything that Nintendo had been working towards with Super Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch over all of these years. And now they took the best of Mario Party from Superstars, from the Wii era, the DS era, and the Nintendo 64 era, and made the ultimate Mario Party. And now on the Nintendo Switch, Super Mario Party finally has its Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It has the definitive version of Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch. All right, now let's take a look at some of these 80 scores. So coming in with an 89, we have Hobby Consolas that says Super Mario Party Jamboree knows how to refresh a unique formula. This new installment feels innovative and extremely complete with very fun modes and new features that will generate constant laughter in each of your games. The big farewell party for Switch. And then coming in with an 85, we have Nintendo that says one of the best and most complete party games in the entire history of Super Mario, hitting the mark with a great selection of mini games, options, and game modes. All right, and then next up with an 85, we have My Nintendo News that says with an overabundance of content, infinitely replayable mini games, and enough charm to fill a piñata, Super Mario Party Jamboree is easily the best Mario Party on Switch. While not necessarily a replacement for Superstars, due to that game being more of a series celebration rather than a brand new entry, Jamboree improves upon the original Super Mario Party in almost every way, and is absolutely worth the upgrade. Although the single player mode wasn't as fleshed out as it could have been, and there are a few strange development decisions here and there, Jamboree has more than a little something for everyone. Okay, so that's interesting. That's kind of cool, where I guess you could look at Mario Party Superstars as you go back for your nostalgic hit to play some of those old classic boards in HD, whereas this completely replaces Super Mario Party as the Mario Party game for the Nintendo Switch. And then we have VGC with an 80, and they say Jamboree is one of the best Mario Party games to date due to the sheer number of modes available and their general high quality. It still hasn't managed to shake some of the core issues of the series, especially when it comes to balancing the game for younger and less experienced players. But judged against previous entries, it stands out as a top offering. And then Shaq News with an 80, they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree disproves the idea that if you've seen one Mario Party game, you've seen them all. Nintendo went out of its way to create something heads and tails above what came before. It doesn't always work, but there are far more winners than participation trophies in this package. The Jamboree Buddies in particular make this the ideal way to play Mario Party. It'll still wreck friendships. At the end of the day, it is still Mario Party, but now those friendships will be wrecked in a more interesting way. And to me, that's the sign of the ultimate party game. If you're not yelling and if you're not laughing, if things just aren't getting crazy and just fun is being had and just all this craziness is happening, then what are we even doing? That's what these party games are all about, and that's what makes those memories, and that's what just makes them have that lasting impact. And then with the last of the 80s, we have Destructoid that says if you do have a reliable group, preferably one who you already play Mario Party games with, then Mario Party Jamboree is probably going to be your new go-to. In many of the recent entries, I feel a lot was phoned in, not enough would be changed, but some aspects would feel weaker or even unwelcome. However, while Jamboree mainly just builds off the original framework, it's a lot tighter and more rounded than we've seen since the N64 days. I'll admit it can be hard to get excited about yet another Mario Party, but this one is absolutely worth attending. All right, now let's take a look at some of these mixed and the one negative review for Super Mario Party Jamboree. So coming in with the 70, we have Digital Trends that says Super Mario Party Jamboree's core board game is still as fun as ever and made even better thanks to some clever new maps. Its signature mini games, though, are a little more inconsistent, as some of Nintendo's best ideas are almost exclusively saved for hit and miss side modes. It's a multiplayer package that spreads itself thin, but there's enough fun content here to keep the dice rolling for another turn. And then Survivor with the 70 says priced at 80 AUD. Yeah, that's a bit pricey. You know what you're getting into with Super Mario Party Jamboree. If you need to freshen up your party game experience, this one should be a good fit. And then Twinfinite with a 70, they say that Super Mario Party Jamboree has a lot to offer in terms of new ideas, replacing those disliked in the previous Mario Party game with updated sharp graphics. Nintendo appears to have taken on board what fans liked from Superstars and merged the gameplay for those who like an even playing field, while still finding new and creative ways to engage its players and keep them busy. There is certainly still a lot to discover. And then with the final mixed score, we have GameSpot with a 60 that says many new elements are attempted in Super Mario Party Jamboree, and unfortunately, I feel like a lot of them are unwelcome. Man, they did not like those. The new modes are largely duds. The tantalizing promise of 20-player online falls a bit flat, and several of the new mini-games are a slog. That said, the new maps are the best original ones in many years, and Jamboree promises to still be a blast when you've got some friends over. I've reviewed many Mario Party games over the years, and it's always a weird series to assign a number to. During the review period, you get to play the occasional online session with Nintendo reps and fellow games media members, but a lot of times it's spent exploring the maps and mini-games solo. In this form, the faults of the game are laid bare and you see it with clear eyes. But once you grab a few close friends and you're laughing with it over a few beers, the deeply flawed game turns into a raucous night of camaraderie and laughter. Jamboree is no more or less nonsense than any Mario Party, and it's one I'll still be playing a ton of despite its flaws. And I think that's important to note. The point of Mario Party is to be played with your friends, especially if you could do it locally, but it's definitely awesome that we can do it online. But being played together with friends, that's where the true impact of the game is. So I think sometimes with these reviews, we do have to take into account the fact that they aren't getting to truly play it to its full nature the way that it's intended. And that becomes even more apparent with the lone negative review from Eurogamer coming in with a 40. Now, this review has the internet going crazy. They're like, how could you give this game a 40? Now, I get it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and this reviewer's opinion is definitely valid, but I think that a 40 should be reserved for games that are broken, that have obvious bugs that just ruin the experience. The controls are terrible. It's just a buggy mess. That to me is what is a 40. There is fundamentally something wrong with the game. It just seems like this reviewer was upset that they even had to review a Mario Party game, and just that maybe they just don't like Mario Party games at all. And that's highlighted when they even start off their review by saying, is it really time for another Mario Party game already? They go on to give this disclaimer where they say, I'll begin with the disclaimer that if you're already of the view that Mario Party is good and fun and not at all a worse than Monopoly at Christmas affair, man, that's very cynical. Jamboree is exactly that and more of it. As a result, you'll likely have as much fun with this latest iteration as you have with all previous Mario Party games. So, job done. You can probably stop reading now. So yeah, they were very excited to be reviewing this game, or at least they were very ready to rip into this game. They sum up their thoughts by saying it's the biggest Mario Party game yet, but fails to find the fun at almost every step. Overall, the reviews for Super Mario Party Jamboree are very positive, and it looks like we have the definitive version of Mario Party to dive into just in time for the holidays. Super Mario Party Jamboree is holding up its end and doing its part as part of Nintendo's Big 3 lineup for the holidays, along with The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and Mario and Luigi Brothership, which I think has a good chance of being the highest reviewed of the Big 3. But what about you? Are you excited for Super Mario Party Jamboree? Please let me know in the comments below. And for more Nintendo gaming and Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 conversation, please hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Peace.